Happy New Year. It is 2021 already. But 2021, this is going to be a great year, or at least we're going to make this year a great year. And I'm saying that right now. And I'm starting 2021 out with a high note because I'm going to be participating in my very first architecture competition. And I found the perfect architecture competition that I think is going to ease me into, the architecture competition game. So allow me to introduce you to the Bauhaus Campus 2021, brought to you by Architecture by Wiki Architecture. Wiki Architecture is a online encyclopedia for architecturally relevant information. It's also free, so you can find really anything that you need on there related to architecture. And they've been operating for over 13 years now. They are more well known in Spanish-speaking countries, but they are, getting better at providing more English content for all the English speakers out there. This competition, however, is very international. And as a woman of the world, need I say more? The brief is to design a new campus for the legendary Bauhaus that's going to challenge and innovate new ways of architectural design. For future architecture students, the Bauhaus is something that you will become quite familiar with once you start your architectural studies. And for current architecture students, if you have not learned about it yet, you're probably going to learn about it very soon because they are very significant in architecture history, modern architecture, prehistoric okay, that's a little much. For this competition, Architectura has structured the brief to specifically dive into a time period that is architecturally important with a specific goal that kind of veers away from the flashy briefs that I saw when I was looking for architecture competitions. I think this will just really allow participants to focus on gaining more knowledge about the time period while refining their design skills. Personally, I find it much easier to process ideas with a structure like this than having zero limitations, zero guidance on what it is that I have to do. Now, if you thought this was it for the competition, no, you were quite mistaken. For the competition, Wiki Architectura is going to be providing lectures, special lectures for the participants so they can get a better idea of the time period about the Bauhaus and also to help really guide you in your design process. Along with this, there's an online forum for participants where they can introduce themselves and brainstorm ideas, share ideas, get feedbacks from one another. And there are currently participants from 35 different countries in the world. What this really reminded me of when I heard this, it reminds me of my architecture studio, this place where all these international minds and international creatives can come together, share ideas, help each other brainstorm, and then just really grow together as we learn to design. Am I the only one that's excited? I cannot be the only one that's excited. I really like this idea of a collaboration to the competition. One thing that really kind of just, irks me about competition is the negative competitiveness. Since I guess being in high school when you're doing all
these SAT scores and trying to get all these good grades and applying to schools, whatever, there's this competitiveness among your peers that's very negative, and it's you have to do the best and you have to beat this person to I don't know, it's just a really negative energy that I did not appreciate. And after getting in college, I just realized that it shouldn't have to be like that all the time. Why can't I just be happy?
And that's why I think this is the perfect first competition for moi. Bauhaus Campus 2021 also currently has a special registration period going on where you can get 50% off your registration fee. That ends January 31st. So I think you should go take that opportunity right now to go and register if you wish to do this competition with me. And also, wait, there's more. Wiki Architectura, they were so kind as to reach out to me and provide me with a discount code to allow you to get an additional 10% off. So 60% off registration if you use the code NAYDAY_10, and that will give you extra 10% off when you register, but that will only last for 7 days. So from the time this video goes up, you only have 7 days to go ahead and take advantage of the registration code if you wish to participate in the competition. And just so you know, this video is not sponsored and I do not gain any money or commissions or anything from using this code. This is just to help you out. So I think you should take this opportunity to join me, and maybe we can, do it together. This video will probably be one of 3 as I go along with this competition from now till April, if you feel that this is maybe a competition that you would be interested in as well, for new architecture students, I think it's good to start building a resume now for future internships and whatnot. And if you are, doing this competition as well, feel free to leave comments or message me directly, and maybe we can brainstorm ideas and whatnot, grow together, if you feel me. 2021 is going to be our year. So let's begin. So to begin this architecture competition, I'm going to start by looking at the brief. There is a full document for the brief, so I'm sure there's a lot of information in there that's, more specific than the general brief of redesigning the Bauhaus campus. I'm going to take some notes on anything that I think I need to remember or pay attention to when I'm thinking of coming up with an idea or whatnot. And so we're just going to start. I got my handy dandy moleskin, and now we're going to begin. So first part of the brief is saying why to participate, to design without the pressure of grades. Amen. Let me tell you, as y'all heard me say, like, fighting over grades and just like learning information just to get a good grade, it hurts. It takes a toll on you. For real, for real. Actually gave a lot of information, and they gave the specifics of the dimension and what the parameters for what we're going to design, such as the amount of dorm space, workshop space, class space, auditorium, cafeteria, exhibition, and all that kind of stuff. So everything is laid out for you. So I'm very happy that it's organized, because one thing I really like is organization, because it helps me work better knowing exactly what I need to do. So the next thing I'm going to look at is they have a lot of downloadable files and a lot of files they provide you with to understand the site more and to understand the project that we're going to be working on. So they have site photos, and they have a site AutoCAD drawing. I think the AutoCAD drawing is perfect, so that we have a DWG, a drawing file that I can use to actually design in the programs that I'm going to be using, like AutoCAD and Rhino. I'm very happy that they provided the whole map, because I think part of understanding something is that you don't want to just put something somewhere, no matter how good that is, if it's going to mess up the rest of the area. So the one thing that I'm looking forward to the most with this competition is the talks and the lectures. They have one lecture off already, the introduction for the project and for the Bauhaus. Along with this, they do have some lectures and some videos that you can access before registering. So some of the ones they have coming out is about the building in Dessau, one on women of the Bauhaus, because who won the world? Girls. Who won the world? Girls. Women in architecture go hand in hand. Who do you think is the foundation of the world? Women. We stop. I'm gonna go ahead, watch this Bauhaus lecture introduction, maybe take a few significant notes, and see what they are giving me for this Bauhaus competition. You feel? Just finishing that video, there's definitely a lot that I have to think about to ensure that I am capturing the image and the message and the ideology of what the Bauhaus stand for in their own architecture. It was really legendary. I mean, they were really like out with the old. They were really just radical, doing their own thing. Like, they wanted all the smoke. But now that I have the foundation, I'm just going to take this knowledge, I'm going to sleep on it, and I'm going to come back tomorrow, do more research, and start planning and see how exactly I'm going to use this information to turn it into Bauhaus Campus 2021. Until next time, until tomorrow, see you soon. Good night. Good morning, should I say? It's currently 1:53 a.m. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, like when the sun goes down, it's like late at night. I just feel the energy to be so productive. I just feel like my mind is working the best at this time. It probably isn't. There's probably all kind of research or whatever to tell me that this isn't right. But for some reason, just during the day, I'm just not feeling it. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's late at night. I'm about to bust out on some work. I'm gonna do some research for this competition. But first, let's get a little dance intervention to get the blood flowing, if you know what I mean.
You make me feel so. 숨을 내쉬고 better like. 경계는 넘어.
Okay, so to start off this competition, next thing for me to do before I actually start designing, etc., is to research. I need to do more research on the Bauhaus, on what's his name again? What's the name of brother man who made the Bauhaus? I feel like I should know this by heart, and you know what? I should know this by heart, but I'm sorry that I don't. Walter Gropius. So I'm gonna go ahead, do some more research, see what I can find, so I can really understand what sort of innovation the space I'm going to be creating is supposed to provide. Along with that, I'm going to see if I can find any plans or any photos or anything of the original Bauhaus. Luckily with the Bauhaus, there is a lot of video information, a lot of documentaries that I can watch. So I've been taking the opportunity, since I really like the visual aspect of it and the storytelling, and it kind of sits more with me. I've taken a bunch of notes just to bring everything together. I've made a list of words that I think are most important or close to understanding the ideology of Walter Gropius and his journey of creating the Bauhaus, how he taught and everything. With that, these words here I think are the best in defining the Bauhaus, and I think it's very important for me to remember as I go on to design. So let me read this list for you. So one, I have design, functional, primary, utopian, bare, experiment, authentic, interpreted and reinterpreted, modernity, reality, unity, simplicity, motion, diverse, pure, fundamental, life, light and shadows, creative. These are words that I've heard a lot repeated and emphasized when talking about ideology of the Bauhaus. Also, I found a really good video on how Walter Gropius designed the Bauhaus and what he thought of doing for all the spaces that he needed, which was amazing. So I think I'm going to go through this experimental process as well when I'm coming up with my design and really experiment with it, with the spaces that I need. Keeping all of these in mind. I think I'm going to end the video here. If you want to see more, you will see more as I go on to actually take these ideas and turn it into a tangible design as I experiment. If you're doing this competition as well, let me know. We can talk about it if you want. We can discuss. But Happy New Year once again. Happy to be back. A lot of videos coming to you. But as for now, it's currently about 4 o'clock in the morning. I hope you enjoyed this night day because I did, as usual. But anyways, goodbye. See y'all next time.